Hello students, today we are going to start the next topic, that is adaptation in animals from the chapter The Living World, Adaptation and Classification of Standard 7. In our surrounding, we come across many animals. As compared to terrestrial animals, the skin and body shape of aquatic animals appear to have undergone changes. Fishes have scales on the skin and fins on the body. Their body tapers towards both its ends like a spindle. Fish breathe with gills instead of a nose. Their eyes have transparent eyelids. They have air bladders within the body to help them to float. Webbed toes, slippery, smooth skin, and a triangular head help frogs to swim easily through water. They can live on land as well as in water due to their ability to breathe through the skin in water and using the nose and lungs on land. The typical color of a frog's back help it to hide among grasses. Now we will see adaptation in forest and grassland animals. Carnivorous animals like the wild dog, fox, tiger and lion have strong legs to run fast and capture their prey. They have claws and their canine teeth are sharp and pointed. Tigers have padded paws. This enables them to silently stalk their prey and capture it easily. The eyes of predatory carnivores are located in the front of their head. It helps them to spot their prey from a long distance. The eyes of herbivores are below the forehead on either side of the head. This gives them wide-angle vision, which helps to protect them from predators. Their legs are long and trapping with strong hooves, which enables them to run fast, taking long leaps. Their long and freshly moving ears can receive sounds from long distances and different directions. Deer and black duck have colors that merge with their surrounding. Their teeth are strong for chewing tough plant material. Now, adaptation in desert animals. Deserts are characterized by severe scarcity of water. Hence, desert animals have a thick skin to prevent loss of water from the body. Their legs are long with flat and cushioned soles. The nostrils are protected by folds of skin. The eyelashes are long and thick. Rats, snakes, spiders, lizards in desert live in deep burrows during daytime and are active at night. Adaptation in animals of snowy regions. Animals like yak, polar bear, white fox, silver fox, mountain goat, Siberian husky dog, and snow leopards are seen in snowy regions. A white or silver body color, long, thick hair on their skin are typical characteristics of animals of snowy region. Adaptation in aerial animals. The spindle-shaped body of birds minimizes the resistance of air while flying. With hollow bones, a body covering of feathers and modification of forelegs into wings, their body is light in weight and adapted for flying. The body of insects also is light in weight and tapers at both ends. They can fly with 2 pairs of wings and also walk with 6 stick-like legs. Bats can fly with the help of their padgham, a thin fold of skin between their forelegs and hind legs. Adaptation in reptiles. You have seen how snakes and earthworm creep. Animals like house lizard, garden lizard, crocodile use their muscles for creeping. Similarly, they show adaptation in skin, soles of feet, body color, etc. For example, The house leopard and monitor lizard have clawed toes and thin soles, whereas snakes have a scaly skin. Adaptation for food in animals. We can categorize animals as herbivorous and carnivorous. Special adaptations are seen in each category to make the process of feeding easy. To learn about the feeding habits of animals like frogs, snakes, birds, mosquitoes, butterflies, etc., you can watch the program on channels like National Geographic Wild, Discovery, etc. Adaptation for blending with the surroundings. We cannot easily spot colorful butterflies, lizards, and grasshoppers. They get camouflaged amidst grasses, parts of plants like stem, leaves, flowers, etc. That is because their color blend with those of their surroundings. Changes that take place in the various organs and life processes of organisms that enable them to live, feed, reproduce to perpetuate themselves and protect themselves from their enemies in specific surroundings, depending upon the habitat and its geographical conditions, are called adaptations. Always remember, adaptation is not a sudden process. It is gradual and continuous. Differences in the structure and appearance of present-day animals and animals of thousands of years ago are the adaptations that occur according to prevailing conditions. It is our duty to conserve this diversity. Now, Darwin's theory of evolution. Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival of the fittest. This is Darwin's first principle. If an organism is born with a new beneficial characteristics and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation. This is Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of natural selection. Binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Binomial nomenclature is used to identify each organism. Accordingly, a scientific name has been assigned to each organism. It consists of two parts. The first part is genus and second species. All identified organisms have been assigned a binomial name as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. 29th April is observed as World Frog Protection Day. Killing or harming frogs is prohibited by the Wildlife Protection Act. So students, what we have studied in this video is adaptation of animals and classification of living organisms.